Hey, it's Raj from 3CB Performance. Brooklyn Nets superstar Kyrie Irving suffered a quote medial ligament sprain in his right knee versus the Wizards on February 1st when his right leg was caught under Wizards All-Star snub Bradley Beal. In this video, I'll detail the injury, Kyrie's return timeline, risks moving forward, and if this injury has anything to do with him being quote injury prone. The Nets' diagnosis didn't specify a specific ligament, but the immediate thing that comes to mind is the medial collateral ligament, MCL, which sits on the medial inner part of the knee. It's the primary restraint against valgus inward force to the knee, so when the knee is forcibly pushed inwards, as in Kyrie's case, it comes under heavy stress. However, based on the Nets not specifying the MCL, and the fact that Kyrie's knee was also forcibly externally outwardly rotated during the injury, he could have what's known as a posteromedial PMC injury, which typically involves the aforementioned MCL and the posterior oblique ligament. Regardless of those specifics, what we know for sure is that Kyrie commented that he was relieved it wasn't a serious injury, and further, the Nets announced that they'll be re-evaluating Kyrie in a week. Both of these indicate a mild grade 1 ligament sprain, aka grade 1 tear, same thing, with an average return to play of 1 to 2 weeks. A grade 1 injury typically consists of mild pain and swelling with no associated joint laxity, looseness. However, there are two key things to note if Kyrie does indeed have a grade 1 MCL injury. The first is that there is a slightly increased risk for re-injury, especially in the short term, as the ligament can take upwards of 6 weeks to fully heal. Secondly, there's an interesting phenomenon with grade 1 MCL tears in which pain and soreness will linger longer compared to a more serious grade 2 or 3 tear because the body doesn't take a quote all hands on deck approach and devote all its resources to healing the ligament. Kyrie has dealt with a multitude of injuries throughout his career, so the question always pops up, is he just injury prone? I don't consider this injury to be another drop in the injury prone bucket because it doesn't fit two key criteria that I look for. Kyrie's injury was due to contact, and the reality is that with enough external force to the knee, something is going to get injured. On the other hand, non-contact injuries, especially a series of them, typically hint at some underlying deficit or deficits particular to that player. When the mechanism of injury is mild, but results in a more severe injury, it also hints at some underlying issues. For example, Lakers center DeMarcus Cousins tore his left anterior cruciate ligament, ACL, over the summer while simply going up for a right-handed layup and loading the left knee. That movement places very mild stress on the ACL, yet it caused the ligament to rupture. It's no coincidence that's the same leg he also tore the Achilles and partially tore his quad. In Kyrie's case, if the injury is a grade 1 like it seems, this criteria actually indicates to me that his ongoing lower body strength, conditioning, and injury prevention training has made him more injury resilient. His right leg was caught very awkwardly under Beal with Bradley's full weight coming down onto it, yet Kyrie may have only suffered a mild injury. That's an excellent indicator for Kyrie and the Nets moving forward, and I fully expect him to come back with minimal issues, especially considering he has arguably the best medical staff in the NBA at his disposal. That's a wrap for this video. Thanks for watching. My goal is to provide you with in-depth, evidence-based, narrative-free analysis, and you can always find me on IG and Twitter at 3CB Performance. Make sure to sub to the channel and follow along on all social media for the latest updates. 3CB out.